What was it? Oh, that punt return from South Carolina was nice.
Mm-hmm. It was such a weird game, right? They intercepted at came out of the end zone and they got a safety against him. I'm like, what the hell?
No, I know.
Or will they? Now they're bringing the ball back to the 42-yard line for a gain of 14.
And a great job by Faison getting upfield, spinning off of it.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, I know. I was like, what the hell? Like, I didn't see the safety. I saw the highlight of it. Because I was picking up my dad. I took him to Buffalo Wild Wings tonight. So like I didn't see it and all that at that point, but all of a sudden saw that it was 7-2, and I'm like, huh? I'm like, how the hell did they get a safety? And then it was 7-5. I'm like, motherfucker, like South Carolina, you need to start doing something.
Yeah.
And then and then they got that touchdown that they got called back. Because I saw the touchdown, I was like, hell yeah, there you go, South Carolina. And then it gets called back, and they end up getting a field goal instead. I'm like, God damn it. Because I'm like, that touchdown put them over that 7 threshold, so I was like, all right, felt better. And then, of course, they get the punt return for the touchdown. But then they go down and kick the field goal, and I'm like, well, that puts them back under that 7-point now. I'm like, damn it. And then they get the bomb for the touchdown. I'm like, okay, now I feel better.
Defensive end who can take over the game there at the end of the line of scrimmage for the Canes.
Strong offensive line.
And then that last part of that last 4 minutes after South Carolina got that interception, Lenora Sellers made some hell of a run, like damn good run, to just basically hold on to the ball and ice the game.
Yeah.
Looks like the throw was just a touch late, which allowed Keontae Scott to use that
duck
length to bat the ball away.
That was a smart play, though. Instead of taking that sack.
Third down and 9, likely not in field goal range for their new kicker, Noah Burnett.
Possible 4-down territory, though.
He's a true freshman, so.
Manning's getting fucking roasted on the internet.
Oh, I know.
It said, imagine paying $6.8 million for 17 or 30 for touchdown and interception.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah, he's getting.
But that's the thing.
Yeah,
who was it? It was what the hell's his name? Johnny Manziel. He was on with Shannon Sharp and Ocho, and he was talking about. He's like, but he hasn't been in those game situations. This isn't Florida State that you're playing against. So for him to be, has he gotten enough touches? Has he gotten into those situations to know what to do? No.
No, and I mean, realistically, like you look at Johnny Manziel's true first start was trash.
Yeah, we always oh, you got a. You got Pecan? Okay.
For most of the year.
But it was, we always say, game speed is different from practice speed.
Fairlife Ultra Filtered Milk makes every moment better. With 50% more protein and 50% less sugar. Plus a creamy taste that makes that smoothie even smoothier.
Oh, there.
Fairlife.
In the chat.
When the island speaks.
On YouTube.
Bar,
I'm like, what the hell?
Water slides. Big pool. And hammock. It's time
like CFB game streaming on.
This is the Great Life on the incredible new Great Stirrup K, only with Norwegian Cruise Line.
NCAA FHD.com or something like that. It's like 4 of them. I don't know. I'm not live streaming it. We just talking. I'm not getting our stream shut down. I'm not getting a copyright strike again.
No. Well, it's on mine, so.
Okay.
Best for pepper.
You keep dog food in your fridge?
It's not dog food, it's fresh pet. Real meat, real veggies.
It's dog food.
Yeah, but no,
Fresh Pet.
Let me get back to the
fresh from the fridge.
It's like there's plenty of, like, top-tier quarterbacks that their first, like, game was not good. And, like, realistically, it's not like Zayn had a hell of a game. Like, he was good. He was better. But he wasn't great either.
No.
I mean, we know Ohio State, like, secondary-wise, is probably one of the better secondaries in college football. Right? I mean, you got probably the best safety in college football in Caleb Downs.
Yeah, and the way they were talking about him, man, they were first rounding him.
Caleb Downs?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, probably, man.
Dude, there was somebody that posted a clip of the Ohio State offensive line going against the Texas defensive line. And the 2-0 line pushed the guy like 5 yards. His feet were just sliding. Yeah. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, Texas is, I mean, their defense played good, but they've looked better in the past.
I mean, when you look at, here, let me pull up the stats on that game. Where's is, NCAA football scores, Texas team stats.
Like I was gonna say, like, I mean, you look at Texas's defense, probably the last 2-3 years.
Yeah, they only gave up 215 yards.
Right. I'm not saying that. Yeah, they did a good job against Ohio State, but I wouldn't say Ohio State's offense played real well either.
No, and if you put, you're giving the ball away, giving field position, like you don't.
Yeah.
Ohio State didn't have to do too much.
Right.
They had one sustained drive that was 8 minutes.
Yeah. Well, but what I'm saying is, it didn't look like Texas's defense didn't look like it has the last 2-3 years.
Yeah, it was over pursuit. Like the fundamentals weren't there.
Like they still look good, but it just didn't look as. They didn't get the D-line push like you were saying.
Yeah.
I would say their linebacker play was pretty legit, but just their D-line push, it didn't seem as prevalent as it has been in the last couple of years.
Mm-hmm. It does not.
The hell's he holding up? Is he trying to hold up a crack pipe?
He was not the only problem in his eager.
No, you might be ahead of me. I don't know.
He was going to be the solution now for Miami.
Carson Beck.
It's a pretty good year when you have a problem. You went 11-2 and won the SEC.
I forgot he went down to Miami.
Yeah.
Kalen Marion has a first down. His first catch for Miami. A transfer from
What down is it for you?
First and 10.
Great job scanning the field there by Carson.
So he just completed the longer pass?
Yeah, he just did the crack pipe thing.
Okay.
But I think he meant to be like eaten out of a bowl. Why is Notre Dame's coverage so soft?
I don't know.
They're 15 yards out. Oh, there's another Daniels on the field.
Tell me when they get lined up in the shotgun and they're panned out all the way.
For a second down?
Yeah.
Because of the heat and humidity, that would be a little uncomfortable for that defense.
It was a terrific Notre Dame defense last year.
Okay.
Just 15.5 points per game.
Oh, worse come to worse, I can just switch over to ESPN.
Contributors back.
Yeah. Well, what'll happen here soon is
the commercials don't line up.
Yeah, and then you'll get ahead of me. So but whatever.
Marty Brown, Lyle got the first down out of the 34.
There's another thing, that person they're roasting on the internet is Scott Frost, saying, "Oh, we would have scored more points, but it was Nebraska's fault." I'm like, oh shit.
What?
Saying that his first game back, Scott Frost is coaching, so they would have scored more points. The caption said, but it's Nebraska's fault.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he didn't get enough support from Nebraska, so he couldn't score many more points at UCF.
Oh, another one is Alabama's head coach. Like fans of Florida State saying, just so you know, there's $70 million to buy out his contract. Shit. Fucking crazy. Yeah, I'm excited for tomorrow, man.
Yeah.
Start of a new era.
Yeah. I'm excited to see what you guys look like.
Yeah.
I was going to say, defensively, it could be a big change for you guys.
I hope so.
Because, I mean, obviously, we all know that's what, like, Belichick's specialty is defense.
I think, since watching North Carolina through the years, I don't ever think offense has been the problem. Like, they've always been to throw, with Powell and then May. But now it's a question. Belichick's usually run first offense.
I was going to say, in my recent memory, it's been primarily offense.
Yeah, because, 40 points to win a game.
Right.
They try to get a zone read. They have some movement going from right to left, thinking it would hold him out wide. He is not fooled, however.
See, that's a good hold. That is a good defensive player right there.
That's a dumb play by the quarterback, though.
Yeah.
That's a bad read by Carson Beck. Because that was supposed to be a zone read. He should have kept that.
Yeah.
And he's dragged down at the 13-yard line. Raul Aguirre made the tackle after an 8-yard return of a 43-yard punt.
It's funny, like, I've been watching, like, some other, like, YouTubers that have gone back and, like, watched, highlights of, like, Nebraska versus Cincinnati. And they're not fans of Nebraska like I am, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh shit, like Nebraska, they might be back on a 20-17 win against Cincinnati, right?
Yeah.
Whereas like our fan base, I think, kind of feels kind of down for that game for the most part. But also somewhat positive in the aspect of we actually made a play to win the game for once.
Yeah,
right.
You didn't lose the close one.
Right. Yeah, we didn't give up a play to lose the game. We made the play to win the game.
Yeah, you weren't perfect, but you finished it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Should it have been that close? Yeah, I think so. I think Cincinnati's a pretty decent team.
I mean, realistically, I don't think it should have been, though.
I think it should. Realistically, 14 points is what I thought it'd be with him.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's too far off, minus some mistakes.
I think we should have had at least one more touchdown up.
Yeah.
I think 10 would have been, based on how the game was going. I think we should have had at least
a real gentleman who shares those.
We could have had a 17-point lead at one point before they went on that drive where they just ran the ball with their quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it's always hard for defenses with any dual threat quarterback.
No, I know.
In the category of her choice, like online shopping, for the first year from account opening.
And then, of course, the last drive, what did we start doing? We started spying him. And that's when he couldn't run. And he had to make some passes, but that's why they couldn't move down the field as quickly as they did the prior drive.
I will say I am impressed is that the corners in that game, their placements were a lot better. Their positioning, they were in position.
Andrew Marshall played really well.
Yeah.
And then everybody's like, did Sierra Wright even play? I'm like, yeah, he was in there the whole game. They didn't throw his way.
Yeah.
They didn't even test him.
Yeah. They were
because he's the best corner.
Yeah. And that's the thing is that's the difference is like, you know, instead of being, you know, 5 to 10 yard gap between the coverage, they're on.
Yep.
They're within 2 to 3.
Yep.
Able to make a play, so.
Yep. Yeah, I mean that's true. There were only a couple of plays where I wouldn't say breakdown in coverage. It was just the route, the scheme that they ran. It got the guy open because it was like, you know, it was a guy in motion, and our guy had to, you know, run through the defense to get to him, so he was, you know, a little bit out of position type thing.
Oh shit. That was a fucking hit. But it's tough to play. The reason I just brought that up is because it's tough to play as a corner or safety with a dual threat running back or quarterback because, you know, you probably need to go out there and make a tackle, but then you're pulling off coverage.
Yep.
So I thought they did a great job with that.
Yeah. Yeah, because there was the one play that we literally talked about it where the quarterback scrambled. And, you know, it's like Hartsaw was in kind of that no man's land, but it's like he knew he had a receiver behind him.
Yep.
And he's like, I got to run with the wide receiver because he's like, I can't, like, just, obviously if he goes up to take out the quarterback, well, that quarterback can just right over his head to the wide receiver for an easy gain, too. So it's like half one, half the other.
Yeah.
And Miami in great shape at the Notre Dame 24. Carson Beck 3 out of 4 in the opening drive. Throwing with a lot.
He just keeps overthrowing everybody.
Tony, the
intended
receiver, and Christian Gray had the coverage.
Game will be a game of cat and mouse.
Yeah, and see, it's like Cam Ward was a good deep ball thrower.
They went zone on the
first
right?
drive. Here on the first play of the second drive,
Carson Beck, I don't know if he's a good deep ball thrower.
Contact down the stretch.
Right? Like, when he was at Georgia, it's not like he was a deep ball thrower.
Yeah.
The year that he had his best years, they had Ladd McConkey and Brock Bowers.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen him throw more than 15, you know?
That's what I'm saying. Like, when he was at Georgia, like, his great year at Georgia, he had Ladd McConkey and Brock Bowers.
Yeah.
Both guys that he'd hit, 10, 15 yards, and they would make more out of it. But it's not like he was hitting those guys for 25, 30 yards down the field.
Yeah.
Who went back to the NFL this season as the new defensive coordinator for the Cincinnati Bengals.
What will Chris Ash do here? Will he heat up the veteran quarterback, see if they can knock Miami out of field goal range? If you're Carson Beck, you can't take a sack.
As we said, he has a lot of latitude at the line of scrimmage, and he's using it. Given a clean pocket, throws, low throw, but a catch made by Keelan.
Short.
Yeah.
It's an 8-yard gain. They're just short of the first down, and Mario Cristobal's going to go.
He walked it up to like the line to gain, and I'm like, huh?
Separation against the best corner in college football, and Leonard Moore.
That's easily a yard and a half short.
Cristobal with that imposing offensive line. You probably anticipate a north-south run right here on 4th and short.
Well, no shit. What else do you think they're gonna fucking do on 4th and 1? Let's do a play action, throw it into the end zone. No.
I was about to say, the way that Miami's offensive line is holding, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, he literally said that.
After 1 year at TCU and 3 prior to that at Alabama.
And this is ridiculous. Look at Maui Noah and the movement that he gets off the right side and the amount of displayed gold helmet.
Yeah, that's like 6 yards.
When they run short yardage behind
That ball come out?
And Inez Cooper, the right guard, not many teams
I didn't see it.
Looked like the ball was on the ground.
Both were all ACC
I don't know much about like Miami's like skill position players. I mean, I don't know much about Notre Dame's either because they got a lot of new wide receivers. I mean, obviously, I know about their running back.
Yeah.
Because they got Jeremiah Love, who was like one of the best running backs in the country last year.
After 70 games at Notre Dame is in the NFL with Jacksonville.
I mean, he had injuries, so he didn't even play every game, but still had over almost 1,200 yards. And then, who was is it Jaden Price? I think is their backup. And their backup had almost 800 yards. So, like, between the two running backs, they almost had 2,000 yards rushing between two guys for Notre Dame last year.
Yeah, I haven't paid attention to Miami since they haven't. Last year they've been relevant since
last year. Well, there was another year that they were kind of exciting to watch.
I wouldn't say relevant. That's kind of the wrong word. I'm saying like championship contention.
Yeah, last year I mean, I get what you're saying. Like, I mean, relevance is. They got ranked in the top 10 last year, right?
Yeah.
And then they slid because they were 9-0, and then they won one of their last four.
Yeah.
Like they've had some other years where it's like they were exciting, like a fun team to watch, but it wasn't. Like there wasn't the relevance. Like they were a fun team to watch, and they would cause some teams problems, but they weren't winning a bunch of games. That sucks.
What the fuck happened there? I looked down.
I think when he went to plant the ball, it slipped.
Oh, did it?
Rolls it back. It was an okay
Oh,
job.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Do it, calls the fire. And a massive moment for Notre Dame defensively. Marcus Freeman's got to love what he sees.
That's a big win by Notre Dame. After the fumble down there.
You know, that's the thing you don't see too much of any of these snappers making mistakes like that. I can't even remember something like that happening.
Wow, Nebraska.
Well, you know what I mean? To a point of that it's a rarity, right?
Yeah, you don't see it often.
Yeah.
FX is the lowdown.
I just remember, obviously, Nebraska because that's my team.
Stream on Hulu.
And they were absolutely horrible snapping the ball last year.
Michelin innovates on the road and far beyond by manufacturing prosthetic leg belts that allow for greater flexibility of movement. Michelin, motion for life.
Can't believe the tire company gives stars to restaurants.
Yeah.
Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor is covered by Medicare for more people managing diabetes.
Well, the reason they started doing it is because they basically you would buy a set of tires and they would give you like a road map. Right? Because most all the travel at that point, a lot of the time, was road trips. So they would give you a road map to where, like, the Michelin restaurants and stuff are.
That's your Bud Light.
Oh, nice. Never mind. Anything for the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light.
So when you're on the road trip in your new Michelin tires,
Listen, you might be made a hand smash, Angus beef
you could go check out these Michelin restaurants.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
You know, how that came across.
Our lives finally have meaning again.
After a really long off.
And, like, basically how they're, you know, tiered, you know, where they have, you know, basically the Michelin, getting on the Michelin list, but not a Michelin star, where it's, you know, an exciting restaurant to check out, if you're nearby, to, getting a single Michelin star to being, try and plan, like, basically, if you're going that direction, seek out this restaurant. To a Michelin 2-star restaurant, like, more or less, not planning a trip there, because that's what a 3-star. Like, a 3-star is like, plan a trip to go to this restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Is basically what the 3-star stands for. But I ain't going to no fucking Michelin 3-star restaurant. I ain't paying that type of prices. I see the dude on, he's a cab driver in New York. Have you seen any of his shorts?
No.
He'll be like, just getting off work, on my lunch break, gonna go to this, 2-star, Michelin 2-star restaurant in New York.
Grown up around it. Love again. Did not get the first down. Keem Mezzador and Ruben Bain, those two tremendous defensive ends.
Was it 3 years ago or 4 years ago? But no, it wasn't. It wasn't Notre Dame. It was a Penn State who had that receiver, number 14.
I think it was Penn State, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Penn State. God, that dude, like, the game we watch, man, just like seeing him, I'm like, he's fucking unstoppable. Oof.
I don't know if I like that call, that play call.
No, he didn't. If he didn't take that guy ahead of him, like that's not a center needs to call that. That's not.
They watched Blay play last year against Arkansas with a dominant performance, and Mario Cristobal said he was a must-get.
I just don't like that play call, though.
I'm not loving the play call either, but
like I would have rather had. Hand it off to your proven running back.
No, he was pushed into you, bro.
Yeah, him and the Miami dude were tied up.
Yeah.
Good evening. Our multi-view is showcasing a handful of events, including the round of 16 of the U.S. Open. Phillies Braves.
Your multi-view is showing things I don't care about.
What? You don't care about Winston-Salem and Tuskegee?
That went out?
Yeah, no, I know.
A dude recording it with his iPhone had to send a message. That's what some of the lacrosse games that you go to watch, or I go to watch. It literally looks like somebody's recording it with their phone.
Yeah. Or it's one of those, one of those camera systems that you basically set up and it just follows the ball, or follows the play.
Yeah.
Because, I know, my sister, all their soccer games, all their club soccer games, they literally set one of those up for all of them. So they put it at, midfield, and it's on a pole. And literally it's programmed where it literally just follows where the ball is. Oh, it's pretty cool tech. That you don't even have to have anybody manning the camera to do all that. It just does it.
Yeah.
And what's awesome about that is then, like, my sister, if, like, they know of, like, a good play, like, all of those are posted on, you know, a website. So then my sister can go in there, into the website, and download, like, the footage of, like, Carter making a play or, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
And like, Carter has done this. Like, he'll go in there and he'll find all his, like, certain plays and games, and he'll cut them up and, you know, put it into a highlight reel for himself.
Oh, that's cool.
He was doing that, oh, God, when was it? Last spring? Because he was going to see Creighton game, and maybe it was Creighton and UNO men. We're all playing, like, it was like a tournament at the soccer fields off 120th and Maple. And, like, both of the teams were going to be playing there. And he's been in talk with the coaches, so he had cut up, you know, a little highlight reel to be able to take to the coaches. Because obviously he's too young. They can't necessarily make contact with him.
Yeah.
But he can contact them. Which now I mean, I don't know how, like, soccer is or whatever, but obviously he's a junior now, so.
Incredibly talented guy. Carson Beck said he's going to watch him play in the NFL someday.
Oh, one of the other coaches that was there was the Iowa Western coach. That's what it was. Because he's actually really interested in potentially playing at Iowa Western. If he could play there.
Unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card.
Because for
Everything.
that level, they're one of the better programs.
Had a feeling you want to earn 3% cash back on dessert.
Because it's interesting, I was you know, talking with my sister on, like, those that, like, their type of recruiting. It's like the soccer is weird because it's like a lot of, they look at, basically they recruit JUCO first, JUCO and overseas first.
Staying connected matters. That's why on the rare
And then they look at potential transfers, and then it's high school for, like, the top level programs. So they're looking for, I guess, more immediate impact players versus taking a, you know, true freshman, unless that true freshman is just like top tier, right?
You know how much you love bacon. And I love the different varieties. Grilled, spicy, original. It gets you nice and excited for fall.
Your guests paid for their testimonial.
You're not really one for the spotlight, but there is some gravy to be had. You know, I always seem to get primo party. But you don't have to be a VIP to get more than just savings with Geico. Every customer gets tip-top service with 24/7 fast, friendly claim support.
I never do this, but could I get a picture?
Yeah, it's not like you run into animal celebrities every
I'm gonna smoke.
Stupid commercials. Get back to the game. Nice coverage. What did he hurt?
I came back and it's back to a commercial. Perfect.
Yeah, their corner went up, made a good play on the ball. And when he came down, he came up injured.
Oh. Well,
and I don't know exactly what he injured. Maybe potentially his head. Posted a poll in the chat. Who's your number one team? Ohio State, Penn State, Georgia, or other?
And YouTube?
Huh? Yeah.
Okay. I was like, for some reason it doesn't show me on the dun 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 dun. Here, I'll do it. I think that just does that chat, though, doesn't it? Yeah. Let me do this, then. And I can do that. And I can do that. There we go. Now I can see all chats.
You picked Ohio State, I'm assuming?
I said other.
Huh?
I said other.
Oh, did you put other? Okay. Oh. I just saw the O, and I guess I assumed Ohio State at first.
Yeah, no, thank you. Like I said, like we said before, I don't think that the top 10 are even established.
Hey, I think Penn State is. And the reason I say that is they returned their quarterback. They didn't lose a lot offensively. I mean, they returned both their running backs. So I don't... Out of the teams that are out there, Penn State, I think, returned the most. So that's why I have them at number one.
Yeah.
Everybody else was looking, like in the preseason polls, they're all looking at potential of the team, right?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is like, is it a preseason ranking or is it like an end of season ranking? You know what I mean? Are they saying at the end of the year Texas is going to be number one and that's why they put them there? Or is it like, you know? Oh,
I don't
shit.
think so.
He almost missed that.
I think they pick it based on, what they brought in, what they returned, the potential of that said team.
Yeah.
They think they're the best team. But that potential of that team might never be reached.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, he finally didn't overthrow somebody. Well, he kind of did underthrow him there, too. Oh, TCU's picked a favorite? Oh, that's crazy.
What?
I find it funny. Well, TCU's favored by 3.5 over North Carolina.
Yeah, I know. So you guys could lose by 1 point and I still win.
Yeah.
If you win outright, I definitely win.
Should be a good game. TCU's a good team.
Okay. Now I still got to win this, which I have. Notre Dame has to win by more than 3, so.
I don't think TCU lost too much from last year, and they're a decent squad.
Yeah.
Did you see the Penn State coach freaking out on the head ref at the last play of the game?
Huh.
Yeah, I freaked out, went and chewed his ass for something because he thought, you're winning 56-0 or whatever the hell the score was.
Right.
And he still went and chewed the head refs because of a play call at the end. Yeah.
Huh.
The route. That's one of the little things for a true freshman that Shannon Dawson talked about. He just has a sense of how to play football beyond what you would expect.
Great feel.
So C.J. Carr under duress out in the flat. Jeremiah Love run down.
Why is he dropping back so far?
After a 3-yard gain, they plan to get Love.
It was like a 20-yard pass for.
I was gonna say Miami's getting a decent push though.
Yeah. 20-yard pass for a 3-yard gain.
Miami, their defensive line is winning up front.
Only 3 carries so far for Love. Here's the 4th. They rushed for over 1,100 yards last year, the 21st 1,000-yard season in Notre Dame history. This Miami defense coordinated by Corey Heatherman, 41 years old. Last year in Minnesota.
I know their pants were gold. They look like shit brown now. The Notre Dame ones?
Yeah.
They look so bad because they're just soaking wet.
Yeah, I found it so funny that that Alabama fan last night flipping off the camera.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody said, class act, Alabama. And then the next picture was...
well, and you saw the cameraman, as soon as he did that, panned off to the right.
Yeah. Oh, God, what's that guy's name? The guy that says shitter's full. It had a picture of him sipping coffee and said Alabama fans trying to figure out if 31's more than 17. Oh, my God, shit. Some people are funny.
Yeah.
Defense at University of Minnesota last year. Rendell's punt. Here's Malachi Toney with a fair catch.
I remember Jason Kelsey was talking about the games that you get to the game and kind of have those bubble guts or whatever. And he's like, I hated the white pants.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
He's like, I got out there, he's like, did whatever, and went through all the warm-ups, and then I didn't think anything of it, and then one of the other players came up and said, "Bro, like you shit your pants." So he had, before the game, had to fucking take all his shit off. He's like, I jumped in the shower with my fucking pads on to clean himself off. To fucking then change back into like new pants and shit. I'm like, that's fucking hilarious.
Do you remember the old scale on Living Color where they were talking about? I think it was in Living Color. It might have been Saturday Night Live, but it was talking about like man ponds. And it'd be like a tampon that you stuffed in your ass crack.
Yeah.
To like soak up the sweat and shit. I was just thinking of them putting like a sleeve in there for him.
Yeah. Well, it's like, I mean, you got, hell, they used to have the, tailbone pad.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that, right?
Yeah.
So you'd have, like, the hip pads, but then you had the tailbone pad. Well, none of them wear those anymore. If you were wearing that tailbone pad, you might not have shat through the pants.
Yeah.
It might have been on that pad.
True. All right, let me pull up my fantasy football. It's going to start in like 15 minutes. Oh, no, never mind. It's an hour. I got an hour, 8:30.
Oh, for your draft?
Yeah, never mind. I'll just minimize that.
Yeah, when we got the Buffalo Wild Wings, like, normally on Sundays when we go, it's not, when I've gone with my dad, it hasn't been that crazy busy, unless it's, like, obviously NFL football or whatever. But we got there, and it was pretty fucking busy. And we were talking to the bartender, and he brought up the draft. I'm like, oh, I didn't even think about that. I'm like, oh, you just did ours last night. I didn't even think about fantasy drafts.
Yeah.
So everybody, like this was the last day to kind of like do drafts. So everybody was doing it today. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And when I was at work and when I was at Cheesecake Factory and our group from Cheesecake Factory used to do it, we always hosted it at Old Chicago out off Maple. 144th and Maple or whatever?
132nd.
We'd always hosted at that Old Chicago, and we had the pool table area, which is like in the back corner there.
Yeah.
We had that, normally had that whole area, which was kind of nice. That always took longer, though, because, like, doing a live draft like that, because it's like, we're making our picks and putting them on the board. Then it's got to be, like, all entered in to the computer. It's just like, yeah, it takes too long. I'm like, I'd much rather do like we do right now, where it's like, I mean, we could get together and do it live and do it via our phone and shit or laptop or whatever, but it's so much better doing that way.
Yeah. Well, we might do something next year. Just do like a grill out or whatever over here, and
yeah.
That way it's just.
Hey, I mean, it would be kind of cool because it's like, well, then I'd actually like know who I'm playing.
Yeah.
On the like the other people, it's like obviously your family I know, but
yeah. I don't think Amrit's flying in from California, but.
Oh, he better.
Well, I mean, last time he was in, I think, said Korea or something like that. So I don't know if he was visiting family.
Shit, I remember that. Yeah, I remember you saying that. Hop on a red eye.
Yeah, do hope like Florida State's team stays healthy. Be interesting to see what they do this year.
Yeah. You know, it's funny because like I've heard like just some other like commentators talk, and they're like, the sport like of college football is better when like Nebraska, Miami, and Florida State are good as well.
Yeah.
It's even a better product than it is with everybody else that we have is good. When you have those three schools, because they're such storied programs, when those three teams are all good as well, it just makes for an even better product.
Yeah. I know everybody's butthurt about like people leaving and going wherever, but if you can get talent on a team, that wasn't a catch, was it?
Yeah, no, they blew it dead. They blew it dead.
Okay. He's got like a tomahawk when he throws, and it's weird.
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, I get it. Like, you know, everybody's pissed about like the transfers. Now, I do wish that there was some kind of something in place where, you know, a player can't transfer 1 year and then transfer again the next year, right? Like you transfer, you sign a contract or, you know, something to that effect.
That one guy from K-State, he just put out a thing saying something wasn't being fulfilled by the coaches and the staff that was agreed upon, and he's taking a red shirt and sitting out there.
Yeah, I mean, that's a break of contract. That's a breach of contract.
Yeah.
I mean, rightfully so.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, it has to be protections for both sides.
Yep.
And right now, it seems like it's one-sided towards just the teams, on certain teams, and then I'm saying, but then the other side is that the context of like you're a smaller school, you don't have enough money here to keep me. I've showed my talent, and I'm going to this place that it can get utilized and I can get paid. Because think about
what I was gonna say is I think it leans more towards a player realistically.
Yeah.
Now, as far as some of the NIL shit has, I mean, hell, there was a quarterback that committed. Originally, I think was committed to Miami. He was quoted to be offered like $8 million. Well, Florida and a booster came in and offered him like basically $14 million over like 3 years or something like that. So he ended up committing to Florida. Well, Florida ended up never paying him a damn dime while he was there. So he transferred from Florida. Went to somewhere, I can't remember exactly where, did okay, and then transferred to Georgia and hasn't really done anything. But,
what's that?
You know, it's like, okay, but what I will say on the players' end, it's like, okay, well, they have the right now to transfer anytime they want.
Yeah.
They could transfer literally 1 year, the next year, the next year, the next year. They could transfer 4 times in 4 years.
Yeah.
Which I don't like that aspect of it. That's why I think some kind of contract needs to be in place. But, again, that contract would stipulate that, you know, said program is, you know, offering you blah, blah, blah money, right?
Yeah.
And if they renege on that, that's a breach of contract. Then you could transfer the next year. You're no longer required to follow said contract at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I compare it to like a job. Like you're offered a bonus and stuff like that, and then it's not fulfilled. Then it's like, okay, well, I'm gone.
Right.
You know, but now I completely forgot my other thought. Oh, yeah. Think about another thing is why I think the players should have more protection than the establishments is that they get 4 years, 5 maybe.
Yeah.
Basically. 0.1% of these players are going to go to the NFL and make money.
Right.
This is their time to make money.
Yeah.
And rightfully so, because, college sports has made billions off of these people. With no, oh yeah, you get a free education. Well, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I had straight A's. I could have got it from that too. You know what I mean? So if I get straight A's and I'm a competitor at NCAA's highest level, so do I get 2 scholarships? And get paid?
Now,
You know what I mean?
I would say there's quite a bit of the college athletics or athletes that would not get a academic scholarship.
Yeah, I understand, but like if you did,
right.
So you're double qualified for either
right.
or, and they could just pawn you off and say
schools.
Yeah.
That I would say that probably some of their athletes probably would 100%. Most of them probably qualify for both.
Yeah. So them to say like I'm trying to be like a devil's advocate on this, but them to say like, well, you're playing a sport and you're getting a free education. Well, that's great. I could have got a free education without playing the sport.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your point? And
right.
Like for them to not, but then on top of that, you're giving me a free scholarship to go here because I'm well educated and hold my own. And then on top of that, I'm playing in a sport that makes you millions of dollars a year.
Mm-hmm.
That funds majority of, there's, that's a good one. That funds the majority of the programs. Because we'll call a spade, is just that there's certain sports that currently fund the rest. And it's a luxury. Yeah. But does it mean that those people playing those sports should have to suffer or not be compensated for what they're doing?
Right. Yeah, I agree.
So I know people get like butthurt about people transferring schools and going here and going there, but like at the end of the day, they got 4 years in business decisions to make, and if those
I mean, like I said, I have no problem with the transferring.
Yeah.
I just don't like the I think they need to restrict it to some extent.
Yeah, I don't think we're by any means a perfect
like
transparency
I think
across everything,
Yeah, I think there needs to be some kind of and I mean, it will come as we've talked. Like, I think that's the next step in the process, right? Especially now with rev sharing, because you have an allotted, $14 million, for like a lot of programs, top tier programs have about 13 to 14 million that you can spend on college football per year.
Yeah.
Right? So you have to allot that amount of money, and that's basically your salary cap for rev sharing. Now, there is NIL, and I don't know what NIL-wise, I don't know how big of NIL deals are being signed. It would be interesting to see what's getting passed by the clearinghouse, right?
Somebody posted on Arch Manning said, I seen the guy complete more commercials or complete more passes in the commercials he's in than in the game. I'm like,
right.
Motherfucker. Sorry. No,
but it would be cool to see, like, what kind of...
There should be some transparency of, like senators or whatever have to release their...
I'm not even saying
like that, but
release what said players getting.
Not
release
program-wise.
Release the type of contract. Right? Release that, okay, this contract... quote unquote blank player and leave it blank. Like, don't put player's name in there. Just leave it blank. This was a contract that we passed and said is okay. Right? That he got, $200,000 from said car dealership to appear in 10 ads for the year. Right? If you could show me something to that effect.
Ooh.
Nice run. But if you could show me something to that effect, I would feel better about the NIL deals versus this car dealership offered $6 million for him to be in one ad. Right? We denied that one.
Oh, this might be a touchdown.
Right? Because that, maybe the clearinghouse says, well, we denied that NIL deal because that is not reflective of what an actor would be paid for a car dealership commercial.
Oh, I get you.
Right, a car dealership buying a player or a booster that owns the car dealership paying for a player. That is not a true NIL deal, in our opinion, so we denied that NIL deal.
Yeah.
Like, that's something that I would like to see. Is what's passed, what's denied, so on and so forth. Because I know Nebraska came out and said that, of the NIL deals that we put in, I think they said we put in like 30. 18 of them have been passed, but they're all like, of the 18 that were passed, none of them were over $30,000. Right? So they're all small NIL deals to do an ad for Amigos or Runza or, whatever. Some local business.
Yeah.
So that's what I'd want to see. And I know this year it's hard because this year is so weird because a lot of, like you look at what Texas Tech brought in, via the transfer portal, right?
Yeah.
40 players in the transfer portal and stuff. And, the amount of money that was said that they were spending on said players, well, that was before July 1, and that was before the clearinghouse went active and before the rev sharing went active. So all that money is in a separate entity, essentially. That was in the old school NIL era. Now we have the new era where there is the rev share in NIL clearinghouse. Nice play by the freshman, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So what will we see in the future now? Because I don't see a team like Texas Tech being able to go out. I mean, they're not going to be able to spend the money like they did. Because I don't think a lot of the NIL or the money deals that supposedly they spent to get all these transfer portal guys, I don't think they're going to be able to do in the future. You're going to be restricted a lot more in what you can spend and what you can pay these players. So, I mean, it'll be interesting to see.
Well, it's just like you're saying with the salary cap, where like people go for, like, it's a rebuild year, they're not spending. Like, people go for the championship. You know what I mean?
Right.
And as much as they say that they don't want the college sport to be like the NFL, there are now similarities to schemes and plays towards a collective. And also that, not only that, but there are talent spikes in how do I say this? In sports. So, like, this whole, like, we're always going to have, like, the greatest talent. No. There is no generational talent every single year. Like, there's spikes in talent and how people play. Like, if you look back on some of the teams that maybe won national championships, there was probably, like, 12 fucking NFL players on one team. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Now, I don't mean last year, I think there was maybe 5 or 7 between, like, Texas, Ohio State. Like, there was, between 2 teams, there was that.
Yeah.
So, like, for somebody to say, like, oh, well, you know, we got the greatest team on earth or whatever. No, you don't, because it doesn't happen every year, maybe twice in a decade, I would say, that some of these teams have, you know, 10 to 15 players either side of the ball that could just go in the NFL and wreck.
Yeah.
So I think...
And some of that is, you know, I mean, because a guy stayed for his 5th or 6th, you know, 6th year COVID year, and, you know, it just happened to line up with, you know, guys that were redshirt juniors or, you know, a redshirt sophomore or, you know, I mean, so there's a lot of variables that could go into that. It's not like all those guys were recruited in the same year and then went out in the same year.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you think the NCAA rule is that you have to I think you got a year. Yeah, I think it's a year. And then you have to play or you lose your NCAA eligibility.
What?
A year removed from high school.
No.
What do you mean no?
And then you lose your eligibility?
Yeah. You can't play in the college sport. Literally looked. I thought it was a direct target at BYU.
Because Brandon Whedon went and played baseball for like 4 years in Major League Baseball, and then came back and played football. What was it that?
No, I thought they moved it down. I don't think this is right. They're trying to say 5 years. I thought I just read something that's only 2, or maybe they're potentially moving it to 2, 1 or 2.
What was the? What was it Humble and I were talking about?
That's after high school, so technically you can't. So what? It's 5 years, 5 calendar years. No, that's not answering the right question, stupid AI. I think it's. I think it's sports derived. It's kind of a flash. I was supposed to do the NCAA Eligibility Center. I think this whole house is going crazy being stuck inside all day. I wonder. Oh, it's still 5 years. What the fuck were they talking about then? Oh, here it the 3 years removed. Maybe that's what I was thinking of.
Okay, so it looks like
Delayed enrollment.
Yes.
That's what I was thinking of.
So
if you waited longer than a year.
Yeah, if you wait longer than 12 months, then you lose your first year. You lose your first season of eligibility when you end up enrolling.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, I think you can enroll. I mean, hell, you could wait 5-6 years and then enroll and walk on in a program.
Yeah.
But you would lose that first year of eligibility.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Okay.
Yeah.
I remember reading something, and I'm like, wait, is this targeting? So, people slamming doors? Shit. Yeah, because I was reading, I'm like, why? Because you have within a year of leaving college or high school to enroll in college.
Yeah.
And then if you wait longer than that, when you come back, that's just whatever. That's how these people are like 30 years old playing football. Bro's got a mortgage and
that's
four
yeah,
kids,
because a lot of them, some of the quarterbacks have been like good pitchers and get drafted right out of high school, so they go try and pitch, and if they're not getting called up in 2-3 years, then they'll be like, all right, well, let's go back to college and play football.
Yeah.
Because they didn't start their eligibility clock for football. They fucked their collegiate eligibility for baseball.
Yeah.
But they can still play football.
I gotta take a piss. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Bastard, why didn't you join Cause and Effect?
Oh, because you're doing your podcast. Sorry, I'm on mute.
Oh, no, we're just talking while watching the game.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we're doing a live broadcast about the game, but we're just talking sports and shit. It doesn't matter.
I'll switch over in a sec.
Hell of a catch. Holy shit. I thought that was going to be picked. What's up, Humble?
What's up, fellas?
Not much. I have no angle on that to see if the ball actually hit the ground or not.
It never hit the ground.
I agree. I didn't think it did.
There was one angle that showed it, and
his elbow was below.
Yeah, his elbow was below the ball, and his elbow hit the ground, but the ball never touched the ground.
Right. I just wish they had a camera on the other side.
The ball was like on his stomach the whole time. When his elbow hit the ground, then it just bounced up a little bit, and he snatched it down.
Yeah.
Great catch.
Oh, hey, Humble.
What's up, Pat?
All right.
Little country out in there.
Hey.
Little Bubba Smart.
Yeah. Well, yeehaw for that. I'm good to watch football every day, man. It's been pleasant.
Yes. What do you guys think of the game so far?
Early, Beck overthrowing everything, over 15 yards. And Notre Dame's run game is slow. Like, offensive defensive line for Miami has been pretty impressive, but
yeah, Notre Dame's run game has started to, at least that last drive started to come together a little bit.
Well, they're running opposite sides of that push, right?
Now, the thing is, I mean, I think it took a few drives for the Notre Dame quarterback, who's a true freshman. I think he's a true freshman or redshirt freshman. He's a freshman nonetheless. It took him, I think, a few drives to start to kind of get a little comfortable.
Is that Michael Irvin?
So we'll see what the second half, how it goes.
I'm not even sure if he's even really comfortable because, I mean, he had to do a lot of scrambling, right, in that last drive, but he's a freshman.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, Miami's going to be a tough out if they just don't turn the ball over and Carson Beck just doesn't lose the game for them.
Yeah.
And their defense doesn't fall apart. It is weird. The defense was so good like the first half of the season last year, and then they started getting into shootouts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like they forgot how to play D.
The last, 4 or 5 games of the year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah, but I think this is
oh, that's what okay. I remember what I wanted to bring it up, but we got into a different conversation, Parrot. So what me and Humble talked about at one point was, because we were talking about like the rev sharing and like that, and he wants he's like, well, they should report or release what, said players are being made or making. I'm like, well, they can't because they're not technically part of the university. Now, I wouldn't mind them doing something to the fact of releasing a list of what they're paying players, but not include the names behind it, right?
My thing is, so each school now has a certain amount that it can allot to all their programs, right?
Right.
And that money's able to be used to pay the players.
Right.
So if they could pay the players, how are they not a part of the program then?
Because they're contract players. They're contract.
I get it. So I think we should be privy to that contract.
But 1099s are not technically an employee of the university.
I don't care. I'm just saying. I get you, but
the only salaries and stuff that they can release are employees of the university.
Because they have to report to somebody to keep this under, to make sure they're following the rules and they're not spending too much.
Right, and that's why I say they could put a list together of, let's say on football they're paying out of the the 105, which will be the official number, of the roster, right? They're paying 60 of the players, and from the rev sharing itself, right? They're paying 60 of the players, and they're paying this player $500,000, this player $300,000, this player $300,000, this player $200,000, blah, 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 down the line, right? They don't necessarily need to list the names, but they need to show where the money is being spent and how it's being spent.
How are they going to list this player without listing a name?
Because, you have a 105-man roster, and you're showing 60 payments. And then, therefore, you have to show said payment history coming from the university. So, there could be receipts that they could show that they made this payment, line up those payments to the 60 players.
So you misspoke when you said this player, because they're not going to name this player.
Right. Yes. It would just be a line.
I got you.
Showing,
I still think we should know.
1 through 105 and showing the 60 payments that they made to said players.
I still think we should be privy to how much the players are making per team.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not against what you're saying. Right? Like I'm not at all. Like I get what you're saying, and I kind of agree. I'm just saying
against it. I think there needs to be more than just a select group of people who hold them accountable. I think they should be held accountable by many. This should be from many eyes.
Well, I don't know if you heard me talk. I don't know if you heard me talk about this. But as far as the NIL goes, right? The clearinghouse should release what they're passing and what they're not passing. Right? So the NCAA clearinghouse is the ones passing all the NIL deals or denying them, right? So that should all be public info on that. You don't have to, again, in that same aspect, maybe don't list the players, but say there was a $6 million deal from a car dealership for one ad that we denied because one ad is not what you would pay a normal actor for a one ad for a car dealership, right? Owned by a booster of said program. That's just a straight payment to a player. That's not an NIL deal. Now, what we passed was there was a $100,000 contract offered to said player for 6 ads by a car dealership. So they had to appear in 6 different car ads, and they were paid $100,000 to appear in those said 6 car ads. Or 6 ads for Amigos fast food restaurant, or 6 ads for Runza, or whatever it is, right? But showing what they're passing and what they're denying so we can see, kind of where the money's coming from, right? Because especially going forward, like, Texas Tech's not going to be able to necessarily do what they did this last year, right? Where supposedly they shelled out, what, $20+ million just in the transfer portal. They're not going to be able to do that.
Or at least under the rules that are set. That doesn't mean they can't do it.
Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah. But what I'm saying is a lot of those potential NIL deals because that was all, like, they did all of that prior to July 1st, which is when the new clearinghouse became active, and before the rev sharing became active. So there was no governing the NIL deals at that point. Whereas now there's going to be a governing on NIL deals. So that's why I'm saying, like, I don't see that happening moving forward. I could be wrong.
But if things happen the way we want them, and we want these kids to start being locked into at least like 2-year contracts, then, I mean, that kind of changes everything.
Right.
Right. So
I
still think we should know. I don't think this money should be hush hush, or just, hey, we just spent this much, take it as it is.
They're also locked into the contract of a normal student is locked into a contract of paying back debt to go as a student. You know what I mean? And that stuff is nationally, you can get it anywhere. National student debt at some stupid absorbent rate that shouldn't be. You shouldn't charge people 7 or 8% to get educated. You're going to dumb down society.
And my nieces will stand a chance if that happens.
Jesus. Like, what's up, McFaddy?
What's going on? My nieces need all the help they can get.
He was in private war zone. I'm like, why the fuck didn't you join here? He's like, because you guys are doing your podcast. I'm like, bro, we're watching a football game and talking sports.
I'm about to do another draft. So.
Right. I'm like, that's not doing a podcast. Like, you're more than welcome to join. If it's middle of the week, if it's like a Tuesday, Wednesday, and we're in here, that's a different story, because that's when we're actually doing the podcast. But we're just watching the football game and talking. I mean, we're live, but we're still just talking.
I say bring McFaddy into that time, too.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I'm fine with bringing him in all the time.
Halftime show.
On college football.
Especially ask me about teams I know nothing about.
Yeah.
Which would be a lot of those other teams out there.
He doesn't watch nearly as much football as we do.
All I gotta say is go Florida State. That's all I gotta say this week.
Dude, that was a hell of a game, bro. I was so happy they won.
Oh my god. I think it's nuts. Like I didn't watch the games. I don't want to say like I thought Alabama would steamroll them, but I thought Alabama might steamroll them.
I'm not sold on that coach.
The fuck is his name?
Something DeBoer.
Kellen DeBoer. There you go. Okay.
Yeah, you couldn't have paid me $1 million to guess what his first name was.
I mean, he's a good coach. I mean, he took Washington to the college football playoff, bro.
Oh, he did. I'm not saying he's not a bad coach.
That was also the last year of the Pac-12, and the Pac-12, as we knew at that point, was kind of weak. I mean, it was literally Oregon and them.
And he also had, like, a superb quarterback, too, right? So, like, I'm not saying it's all the quarterback.
Yeah, Michael Penix.
And it's some credit goes to the coach. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying he's not. Yeah. I just don't know if I mean, why does Bama just say, like, hey, you're the successor to Saban? It's like, I don't know. And I don't know if I'll have enough time to really, because if they struggle like 2 or 3 years, struggle like 8 wins, you know what I mean? Even though some schools would be happy with 8, 9 wins. But if they're 8, 9 wins and they're missing the playoffs, he's gone.
I mean, he went, 9-4 last year.
Mm-hmm.
If he's 8-5 this year,
yeah, all of a sudden he's the coach that's on the hot seat in the SEC.
I don't know if he lasts.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that's a Fair brought it up. That's a $70 million buyout.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
wow. I didn't realize his contract was that big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they offered him big money. The only reason I wouldn't have made that is like, okay, is he a good coach?
Yeah, 8 years for $87 million.
But
that's a lot of money.
His first head coaching, I think, wasn't Washington like his first head coaching job?
Fresno State.
Okay, so first Power 4 head coaching job.
Yeah.
Right? And he did, but he had one good year.
Like, I think he's a good coach. It's just, like the Big Ten, yes, that's just a different animal, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you got it. You only have a few years, otherwise you're gone.
Yeah.
In those 2 conferences.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll see. I'm not rooting against the guy. Like, I didn't care who won or lost that game yesterday, even though, like, I've always said, like, when Florida State's good, college football's good. So I'm kind of hoping they're good this year.
Well, it's I brought that up with Parrott because I've seen a lot of commentators that will always bring up that when, obviously, because Florida's already good, and then you have, like, obviously these other teams that are good.
Welcome to the heart
but teams
of
that
the
have fallen off
right
in Florida State,
round.
had obviously the one down year. The year prior they were undefeated, so I get that.
Because if I'm not picking
but
at
Miami's
the very top
been,
or the very bottom of the round,
really up and
this
down
is where I want
over the years.
In the middle. I
Nebraska's been down
to be the captain seat in any draft. You have your hands on the wheel. You can direct this ship wherever you want it to go. No one is going to surprise you with a big run at a specific position. There's just not enough time between picks for you to get caught off guard. Instead, you can see those trends developing and either get in on them early before a position just drops off a cliff entirely, or you can choose when it's time to actually fire things up and be the first one to start those runs.
Like basketball.
Maybe that means you try to take a quarterback or a tight end early. Just a suggestion. I will leave that decision up to you. Either way, you are the captain now, so act like it, and let's set a course for the fantasy playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. UCLA, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you the other schools good too. I'm not saying I want the other schools to fall off and those guys take over, but it's just when they're good, it's just.
But if you get like the true like old school blue bloods of college basketball, back in the conversation of not even championship contenders, but just competing in the top 25, right?
Yeah,
it's a better product.
Oh, fucking kidding me. Gator just texted me.
Uh-oh.
Somebody just trademarked our fucking channel.
Oh, really?
They trademarked Causeandeffectsports.
What? Huh?
I wonder who. Some rando.
Yeah, it's just somebody fucking trademarking shit just in case. Yeah, whatever.
Probably. They probably saw the podcast like, damn, these guys know what they're talking about. They're
Yeah.
gonna be big time soon.
If they hit me with a cease and desist, I'll fucking look at it. But until they do, fuck them. I don't care.
Our channel's created way before the. Oh shit! I'm up for the fucking draft. Oops.
Yeah, I mean, I've had the channel, what, for 3 years now?
I'm getting deafened by the fucking draft, sorry.
So, I mean, yeah.
You should hop in every once in a while. Say what's up. Oh, I have a question, E. I was that article that you were talking about the All-American, like the all-time All-American team.
Yeah.
Like came by me today, I guess because we had been talking about it. So finally the internet. Yeah, finally my phone said, "Hey, let me go ahead." I didn't read it, but it got me thinking. And my question to you is, what was the criteria for selecting that team?
I don't know.
Was it based off their full career or just their All-American year?
I don't know, because like we even talked about it that night, and I was like, I don't know. Because it looks like if you look at some of them, it has, like if you look at the list of players, some of them have like a single year. Like Johnny Rodgers has, I think it was 1971. What was the year that it was listed next to him? Obviously, that's not the only year he played for Nebraska, but that was the year he won the Heisman. It was 70 or 71, one of those 2 years. So whatever year he won the Heisman, it was the year that they listed for Johnny Rodgers.
I wonder if that's what it is then.
But then some of them had like 3 years listed. It would say like if they played from 81 to 83, it said 81 to 83.
Yeah, let me see here. Herschel's here has 3 years. Herschel, I can't disclose his name right.
Right. So that's why I just don't know how they picked it. Granted, I can't deny Herschel Walker on there because Herschel Walker was a fucking freak show of an athlete back in that day.
Okay, let's see. Oh, good. So, yeah, that's what it is. He's a 3-time unanimous All-American.
Okay.
So that's got to be why. Which is...
Gotcha. Okay, so they're just listing their unanimous first-team All-American years.
Yeah, got to be.
Is what they're listing. So it's got to be first-team AP All-American. Is it like years is what they're listing next to them. And then they're basing it, okay. Still, some of the question marks is like, I wish they would do, instead of on the all-time, do it by eras. Do it by like 20-year eras or something like that. Because I'm sorry, like, realistically, like, some of the guys that are on that list.
Him from the Army wants to know.
Like we talked about, like Bronco Nagurski. That motherfucker would not do a damn thing in recent day games, right?
Yeah. Like some people.
As a 210-pound, like, D lineman or whatever the fuck. Like, no. Motherfucker's not doing shit. As a 210-pound, like, D tackle.
Yeah. Because some people would transcend all times. Like you said, Herschel Walker.
Right.
Or Barry
Yeah,
Sanders. Like Herschel could play right now.
Herschel Walker was Adrian Peterson before Adrian Peterson.
Yeah.
Right? Lawrence Phillips before Lawrence Phillips. Derrick Henry before Derrick Henry. Like, that's what Herschel Walker was, bro. Like, so he could transcend. But yeah, no, it's funny to talk about like that type of stuff because, that's why I hate like when we've talked about like the GOAT talk and all this. It's like, but you can't compare like eras, right?
Yeah.
You can't.
So the list missed one of Tebow's years as an All-American. He was All-American 2 years. And maybe that's why.
Was the AP? Was the AP All-American both years?
It says consensus All-American in 2007 and 2008, and second team All-American in 2009. So I don't know what that means exactly.
So what did they have listed for him on there?
Only 2007.
Okay.
So I'd have to just look it up because maybe not. But it's like that's what I was wondering. I was like wondering how do they do that? Just like 1 year or a full career? Because I mean, like Barry had that great All-American year where he still holds the rushing record, right?
Right.
But he only had like 3,600 for his career when Herschel had like over 5,000, which I get it. He's on the first team with Barry. But then Tony Dorsett also had like almost 5,000 yards rushing.
But Barry sat most of his career at Oklahoma State behind Thurman Thomas.
Which I get. And so that's why I was saying it has to be just the All-American years, not just the entire, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, Emmett has more rushing yards, but he was only All-American
It's
once.
like a fucking minor up there.
Right.
Yeah, so that's what it has to be. That makes sense. Did they name a second team, or is it just first team?
I think they just named the all-time team.
There is a second team. Vince Young is the second team quarterback.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. And then Archie Griffin and Tony Dorsett are second team running backs.
Maybe I didn't scroll down enough in the article or something.
Like Vince Young had a nice year that year, you know, when they won that championship. That was an awesome year. Mm-hmm, absolutely. And then Cam, I mean, Cam could have made a run for second team that year. I was talking with it.
I mean, hell, even Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
I mean, you could throw Joe Burrow's numbers in there. I mean, Joe Burrow's that year, bro. That's fucking video game numbers, like legit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was an amazing year. Oh, excuse me.
Now, that's not video game numbers if I go only pass. If I go only pass, it's not even close. I'm killing those numbers. Right? Like, I'm demolishing those numbers if I go only pass.
Yeah.
Like, I'm in 100 touchdown range if I go only pass. But
I was talking with a guy. We were commenting back and forth on Facebook on the post, and he went off on me saying how Cam Newton should be number one. It's like he basically carried Auburn. Auburn had no NFL draft picks on that team. Blah 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 blah. And I'm a numbers nerd, and so I started doing some research. There are 16 kids drafted to the NFL from that championship team.
What he's saying is, from the year that Cam Newton left, they weren't drafted.
I know that's what he's saying, but that doesn't matter.
It doesn't mean that they weren't there in the program.
That's what I'm saying. But of their 22 starters, 16 starters were drafted by the time they left Auburn. So that's what I'm saying.
In the next year, too. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they were starting the year that he played. They just didn't leave when he left.
He was surrounded by NFL talent on the program. Yeah,
and that's just
100%.
And I'm not taking away from what he did. Dude had 1,600 yards rushing, 3,000 yards passing, something crazy like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
still a beast. Yeah,
but I it's like I get where he's coming from, saying, okay, well, he's carrying because some of those guys might have been freshmen.
And actually, 4 guys got drafted the same year Cam did from Auburn.
Yeah, I wasn't saying that none were, but
no, I know you weren't. You weren't. But that's what I told the guy too. I was like, okay, even if you use that argument, 4 guys were drafted.
Yeah.
So, no, because that was still a good team. It's just if you put Tebow's stats up against most of these other quarterbacks that people try to argue to be the number, Tebow's stats just trump them all.
Yeah.
Almost 10,000 yards passing.
It's like I try and throw Tommy Frazier's in there, but Tommy Frazier, because Tommy Frazier was a beast, right? He was
absolutely, yep.
But we were a run-based offense primarily, so him statistically, not.
Even your the next quarterback, the one that won the Heisman,
Eric Crouch.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost said Scott Frost, but I knew it wasn't Scott Frost.
No.
I was like, damn it, what's his name?
Same number, but different years.
Oh, were they? Okay.
Yeah. Both wore 7.
Gotcha.
But yeah, because we were so, we were an option-based team.
Mm-hmm.
So our running backs got primarily most of the yardage, and our quarterbacks passed for maybe 1,000 to 1,500 a year. That's not going to get you on that list.
Yeah.
Realistically, it's not.
And not the way people look at the quarterback position now.
No. And not saying that Tommy couldn't have passed for more. If he was in more of a run or a pass based offense, he might have been able to. But that's not the offense he played in.
Mm-hmm.
Because hell, Tommy was recruited to Florida State. He could have fought with Charlie Ward. But came to Nebraska instead. And we've recruited Charlie Ward too, so.
If you'd have let him throw the ball a bit more, Charlie Ward would have been dangerous for y'all. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now,
because he threw a good ball, Charlie Ward did.
Right, but back then, we didn't have the receivers back then.
Yeah.
We had fast dudes. Don't get me wrong. We didn't have top tier talent receiver wise, but we had dudes that could fly. We had speed guys. Fuck you, Shamar. Fuck you, Shamar Brown. I'm joking. He took a bag to go to Miami.
I just searched Fiddle trademarks, and nobody's has trademarked Causeandeffectsports yet.
Oh, okay.
That's terrible officiating. He was no longer driving his feet. He was being carried.
Yeah. I know. I hate that shit.
They let that go on for way too long.
Yeah.
Sorry, Parrot, didn't mean to.
No, I was just making sure. It's like, granted, somebody could copyright us and say that it's whatever tangible infringement, but I just searched the federal database, the USPTO database, and there's no trademark under it.
Gotcha.
So I don't know who's harassing Gator saying that they did.
Is somebody harassing Gator saying they did?
Yeah.
Or what?
Apparently, since I don't know if you still tag him on it, he said somebody had reached out to him and said that.
I mean, there's nothing like cause and effect that's trademarked?
Our literal name, Causeandeffectsports, there's nothing.
It's not trademarked.
No,
right.
Nothing. Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
I don't even know who the fuck I should draft now. Damn it. Oh, let's take.
The reason I said fuck Charmar is he's actually from Omaha, Nebraska. He went to, was it North Dakota? North Dakota or North Dakota State. Transferred this year. Nebraska offered him, and I want to say he was offered around $700,000 from Nebraska. Miami came in with a higher bag, so he went to Miami.
Thomas Cafford Cook.
Which,
I need another quarterback.
With Emmett Johnson, adding Charmar to our backfield would have been big.
I don't want
just in proven collegiate players, right? Don't get me wrong, like, I'm not down on our running backs. I think we got good younger running backs. They're just inexperienced to this point, so.
Oh my God, these quarterbacks aren't going to be around.
It's not like we gave them much chance. They had one carry, the other one had 2 carries, so. We basically rode the hot hand in week 1.
Nobody take Dre Bay. Nobody take Drake May. Little bitches.
He didn't get Drake May in our league. I didn't take him, but his wife took him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude, this is fucking betrayal inside the suburbs. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think it was like a couple picks before him, too, right?
Yeah.
It was like 2 picks before you.
Literally in the queue.
Like, all of a sudden, he just yelled. He's like, "Did you just take Drake May?"
And she yelled at me. She's like, "You took my guy." I was like, "I wasn't even drafting."
That's right.
Instantly get
blamed.
Oh,
man.
The family dynamic has never been more.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. You guys think you're fucking inviting this person into your personal home? Are you gonna pick? Dude, these names are wild. One's you Butt Tucker, 1.21 TJ Watts, Pretty Boy Swag, Untouchables, It's About Time,
Yeah,
Post Mahomes, Waddle, you doing steps?
I was gonna say, didn't
It's my pervy
of ours like random names or whatever?
Well, you can change it at any time.
Right, I've just never changed it.
Yeah. Give me that Drake May.
I can't remember what mine is exactly. It's something Dandy something. I don't know.
Yeah. I'd rather have solid quarterbacks than this other bullshit. Okay, so that's fine. Well, first draft I was bullshit around week 8. Now I'm trending on week 14 being fucked. But
yeah, mine's Eric Ratliff's Dandy team.
Hell of a name, Eric.
You know it.
It's like a driving Miss Daisy mentality.
No shit.
I never changed it. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Why?
Okay, leave it.
Yeah, I like it, man.
Yeah.
You be true to you, E.
We're proud of you, Eric. I mean, it's not your month, but we'll accept it anyway.
I've just never changed it. I'm like, fuck it. I don't care.
It sounds like something from like Family Guy or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, if I was to change it, it'd just be E-Rat, so it's like, fine, whatever.
Travis Kelce got drafted 57th in our league.
I think Notre Dame is going to be the team that fucks my 4-teamer up.
Oh.
Yup. Yeah, I'm thinking that. Especially after that last throw by the quarterback. I'm like, bro, like, what?
The fuck is Lammers? Everybody uses fucking nicknames in the fraternity, and I don't remember them. I don't know who Lammers is. Looks like Lammers got engaged. Cool. Who the fuck is that? We're gonna put.
Oh my gosh.
All that just to pick Calvin Ridley.
Maybe a long game for Notre Dame.
Micah Parsons Project. It hurts my purdy brown eye. Fuck, it's these people's names.
This quarterback is still shaking, bro.
Oh, for Notre Dame?
Yeah.
I'm still in my draft. Sorry.
No, you're fine. He's still shaking, though.
That whole 15-minute draft we did yesterday. We are now
taking a lot longer.
We are now 21 minutes in.
Yeah.
And we are in round 5.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
What does that say about your QB room when a true freshman comes and takes the starting job?
Yeah.
That's got
and you're right, and you're I mean, unless he's like all world, but when your first game's at Miami, you're playing at home against somebody. You know what I mean? This is.
Well, and I mean, obviously, like last year, you know, I mean, it was, oh God, who was it? Oh, fuck, who was the Notre Dame quarterback last year?
Guy from Duke. He transferred over from Duke.
Yeah, I know. Wasn't it Riley?
Riley Leonard or Leonard Riley?
Riley Leonard, there you go.
Riley Leonard, okay.
Yeah. But he was more of a run-based quarterback, right?
Mm-hmm. And he already had some college experience, you know, under his belt.
But they're basically changing their entire offensive scheme right now because this dude is not a runner. He's a he's a passing quarterback. So I would have looked at, okay, maybe do you not have another quarterback on your roster that potentially is a run-first type quarterback? And, I mean, I'm not saying Riley Leonard was run first because he wasn't, but I mean, he opened so much up for hell, probably for the running backs themselves.
I think this is the way they want to play, though. I think they want to play like this. They just happen to. I think they tailored their offense for Riley Leonard last year.
Yeah.
Because the quarterback before that was, I don't even know. But I know Sam Hartman was a quarterback like 3 or 4 years ago. I mean, he could run, but he wasn't a run-first quarterback.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say Riley Leonard was even a run-first quarterback, but I mean, he was a dude that could make a lot via running.
Yeah.
Could create a lot, I should say.
Don't want.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, blocking the back there, yep.
Should I just piss everybody off and then draft the rest in quarterbacks? Have 8 quarterbacks on my bench. Or 6 quarterbacks on my bench.
Make it.
And then make him beg for him later.
Yeah, you gotta trade me something.
Draft picks.
I should have probably done that earlier, since now it's kind of
They're mediocre / probably backups.
No, they're all starters.
Okay.
But
he was not slammed down. Shut up.
You gonna pick Trevor Lawrence?
That definitely was not a slam.
No.
No.
Yeah, he picked him up. He picked him up and turned him over, but he didn't fucking throw him down. Like,
yeah.
He controlled him to the ground. Like,
that's
not a slam down.
Let's see.
That's why I hate, like, some of the commentators and stuff like that, because of how they say that type of shit. It's like, no. That's not a slam down.
Oh, Notre Dame might have got lucky. Oh, definitely got lucky. So they're on their own 20. There's no way you go for that. I might, but...
So they stop him on 3rd and 1?
Should I take Tony Pollard or Tony Pollard?
You must be ahead of me.
Or Travis Hunter?
Yeah, the running back flips.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
go with Travis.
Damn, that's like a good 10 seconds, maybe even more. I'll pause it. Let me know when they're showing you the replay.
Well, the left tackle's down right now.
Mm-hmm.
I had to pause it earlier because Parrott was, like, behind me.
Wait, what? Pause?
I had to pause.
Yeah, pause what you're saying there, bro. Put some context.
Why? You were behind me.
What?
What?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Oh, that's unlucky, though. He fell on his lineman.
I don't like Sutton.
They're lined up to punt. It's on the back edge. Now they're on Notre Dame's side. He's punting now.
Wow. I think we're even. Because when you said punting now, he caught the ball punted for me.
Good timing.
Wow.
Stephon Diggs goes to New England and then fucking gets injured.
I want to be down in Miami and get a Cubano. Minus mustard and pickle.
Oh, my God.
I mean, I could do it with mustard, but no pickle. Fuck the pickle. Sorry. Nope.
Is it behind you?
Pickles? No. I mean, maybe. I'm going to run away from him. So.
Oh, okay.
Bother me.
Oh, I got you.
Which is funny because, like, it's not that I don't like cucumbers. Like, I like cucumbers. I just don't like pickles. I don't like pickling spice.
Why is Tua predicted so low for points this year?
Who?
Tua? Yeah.
Because all his receivers are older? I mean, you got Waddle, who's older now. You got Tyreek, who's definitely older and doesn't even want to be there, I don't think, anymore.
He's injured too.
Oh, Tyreek?
No.
Like, I debated on picking, don't they have David A-Chain or whatever, running back? I debated on picking him up, but...
Yeah.
I think he was still available when I picked up David Montgomery for Detroit.
Yeah,
but I went David Montgomery for Detroit because I'm like...
Detroit's split back, though.
What?
They're split back. Montgomery and yeah.
Yeah, I know. I get that, but short yardage situation is Montgomery, so he's going to get his touchdowns. Jamar Gibbs gets his touchdowns via a lot of the pass game or long runs.
Yeah.
Anytime they get goal line to go is normally Montgomery. So, I mean, early in the year, last year, I think they were pretty much even point-wise. Obviously, and then Montgomery got injured, and that's when Gibbs just, like, rocketed up stats because he was the only back at that point.
I need another receiver. Right. He's, let's say 14. So probably need another.
Luol still slobbering, huh?
I need another receiver.
Like, he wasn't, but all of a sudden, like, last second, he goes to wipe his cheek. I'm like, motherfucker's still slobbering.
I want to take Downs, but I don't know what his injury is. That, and I don't know who, like, quarterback-wise is throwing to him. Anthony Richards is hurt, right? Or injury prone.
Not starting. Yeah, he's not starting. They already named the other guy to start him.
Did they?
Yes.
Well, fantasy football didn't get that fucking memo.
Yes. When did they do that?
Because he's literally in the draft.
Well, aren't the backups still in drafts and stuff too, though?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not. No, not in ours. No, we don't put backups in this draft.
Got you.
Danny Dimes is starting for him.
CJ ran for a first down.
Yeah, Daniel Jones. They named Daniel Jones the starting quarterback.
Oh, shit. Yeah. So they didn't, either that or they didn't fucking update this playlist because everybody's like,
That sucks.
Who are you looking at?
Indy.
Anthony Richardson.
Well, I wasn't looking at like him, but I didn't know who was going to throw to Josh Downs because I knew Richardson was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they weren't they looking to trade? Hell of a catch.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I don't really follow much, but I know, like, I guess since he's a former Gator, it was on my timeline on ESPN or whatever.
There's talk about potential looking for a trade for Richardson.
I can see that. That was a great catch.
I understand.
Obviously get value. Why are you reviewing that? That's a catch, unless they're calling it timeout. Why are you reviewing that?
But why do you need to stop the game to we saw the replay. You had enough time to watch the replay at least twice. Why do we need to stop the game for that?
I don't. I do.
Hands underneath. That's a catch.
I do need to.
Why are you even reviewing that?
Yeah, even if the ball touched
Are you
the ground.
fucking retarded?
It was pinned against his body, even if it touched the ground. Yeah, I'm with you there. What are we doing?
I do need a tight end, but I don't really care.
And I hate this because it's like all of a sudden Notre Dame has momentum, and now this fucking holds it up.
Yep.
Oh my God. And the amount of time that it takes them to get to line up, you could watch 3 fucking replays.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't have to watch the whole catch. All you got to do is watch the point of where the ball contacts the fucking ground. And know that it's a catch.
No, I did the wrong thing.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Okay. I need to mute myself and deafen. I understand what you're saying, but I don't think tight end matters as much as what I have left as potential that a kicker could have. Because even if I do tight ends, maybe Ferguson, but like I don't. But then you look at kickers, they're pretty much similar. So do I go for a tight end that are all pretty much same, or do a kicker that's shut up. I don't know who I just drafted. Fuck. I know he's a beast, but going between this shit, and now I just got Zach Carbonnet. Well, that's who I got. That's why I like looking at the main screen, is because I'm trying to balance what I need and what I have left. Fuck. He's solid, but I'd rather have had a tight end. Damn it. I need to focus, because this is a money league. All right, let's go. Do I need a tight end or a kicker next? Probably going to take the Dallas kicker next, because I know they're going to kick a lot of field goals, because we know they suck. So I think this number is deflated. So I think and they get like 160, 170 points out of this kicker would be good. Look at all the quarterbacks gone. I wonder if somebody will pick up the Indy starter quarterback since he's not in the draft. Defense I don't care about because I can more than likely pick up something just to score a couple points. Everybody dumps into defense and for you think they're going to score 100 points for you every week. No. There's only like 5 viable tight ends in the league. So either you spend a draft pick to pick them up or you lose out on some stragglers. I get to lay in a high pull on a chart on a kicker. I don't think defense. What are you projected? 100 points. It's a kicker. 150. I think what taking Dallas' kicker, and I agree with this projection of him having the most points, is because they suck. Where a league works, I don't think any defense is gonna. I think I take a kicker next. Oh, this draft is taking forever. We're almost an hour in, and we're in round 10. It's 10 minutes per round. No, wait. Bad math. 6 minutes per round. 6 minutes for 12 people. It's 30 seconds. I guess that's not horrible. I take that back. Alright. We're taking. Wait, somebody take my guy? You motherfucker. Who took him? I don't know how many took him. See how I took half a second? All right, now defense. I could take somebody, or I don't give a fuck about the tight end position. I could go probably Pitts. I don't trust him being thrown to. Kincaid. I don't know how many of these are gonna, like, this is probably gonna dwindle here shortly. Since people actually know what they're doing. I thought it said he drafted Kansas City's defense twice. Do I take? Do I take? Taking Cooper Cup. That's actually a nice pickup. I didn't even see him. I need a tight end, but like, eyes are kind of here with Kincaid. It's kind of where my eyes are with Kincaid. Actually, a quarterback that knows. Yes, he does run a lot, though. That's my gut feeling. I'm taking Kincaid. Just taking the gut. I like Ertz, but I think he moves too much. I could go New England, double down, Hunter Henry, but I'm gonna be fucked week 14. Okay, let's get. All right, let's see what scraps we can pick up. Not ready to pick a defense yet. I know I'm already out on the defense. Defenses is left. They're all just Like nothing stands out of, hey, this is superior. I could take Buffalo and then, but I think there's more points on the board. Catch something on the back end. Really? Flacco only 175 points? That's nuts. This is slim pickings. Godwin Jr. has always been a almost third tier receiver. Taking a chance. What am I at on bye weeks? 14, 8, 7, 10. Dude. You motherfucker. Just as I was about to click on him, somebody fucking picked him. Somebody picked Skidoo. Oh, Pittsburgh defense way down here. Way down here. Dude, you motherfucker. Every time I scroll over something. What do you got for receivers? 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 1, 2, 3 running backs. Do we have another running back? Ford, Spears, Davis, Chubbs. These are all split backs. They're all points that suck. good? I guess I'll just take Buffalo. Fuck it. Nobody wants Rodgers. Hopefully they can get him. Downs is still there. I'll take him. Oh, now we're moving fast. Let's cue my boy Downs. Oh, Carolina. Come on, raise up. Certain people I won't draft because they fucking flop when I draft them. Buys week 11. That's fine. Three more players. This just takes way too long. Probably need another, and I'll pick up a tight end whenever. Defense, I can pick up somewhere else. Start picking off these so I can kickers. This is a troll, by the way. Use my last two positions to pick up kickers. So many quarterbacks and only so many kickers. So we're an hour in from 14 rounds. Maybe I'm gonna just used to things moving quicker. Can't fucking pick you. And Joe Mixon ain't working. Got one more pick. So these people seem to think. Who do I take? Take another defense. It's only 100 points, allegedly. So 3 kickers, I guess. Oh, I didn't draft the other one. Okay. Let me leave this fucking draft. Holy shit. Oh, yeah.
That's the only thing I can buy, but I don't necessarily want to buy it. So back to what I was saying. Hi, Luna. Hi, Sharky Poo. What are you doing? Honey. Honey, what are you doing, babies? Honey. Come back down here. I know, it's bedtime. I know. I'm sorry. I'll play in some games for a little bit, okay? And I'll go to bed. Deal? You can lay down. Go to next. But just to show up this party. So was life. Take the chance.
Okay, I'm back.
Read that, chat.
What? Read
The
what?
chat in Discord that Gator's claiming that he started the podcast prior to us even. Which, no, we started talking college football in Warzone, and then we talked about doing a podcast.
I just find this all weird.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm pulling this on the channel. I mean, if you want to be 100%, I was the one that looked up trademarked things and
have them post exactly. Have them post their Twitch and YouTube channel. That's the easiest way.
Wait, what? Hold on. Okay, so before I even read any of this about like him, and all of a sudden now you're Gator's girlfriend. I thought Gator was married. 2, do you want the cause and effect name? That's fine. Go ahead and take it.
You don't own a trademark. Guaranteed you don't own a trademark.
I just looked up. There's no trademark under cause and effects. Hold on.
All
Stop.
right, you
Stop.
comment on that.
Stop. I'm not commenting on anything. I'm telling them.
I'm just done. I'm done.
I'm telling them in live time, and they can go back and look at this. Is that this is kind of like vindictive and belittling what you think this was all started with. Like, we started this together because we all talked sports, and then you left.
We would sit in a pregame lobby during Warzone and talk for 30 to 45 minutes without playing a fucking game.
Yeah, which made Humble mad.
And we're like, well, fuck, why don't we fucking make this a podcast?
And then I looked up names of uncopyrighted names.
Right.
And then
we put.
And then hold on.
We figured out a name together.
Let me fucking talk.
Yeah.
And then Gator, you just texted me and said that the name was copyrighted, which it's not.
Trademark.
Copyrighted, trademarked, whatever the fuck it is. It's not done. So now you're saying something because you text me and said, what am I going to do? And I said, it's not under my name. Eric has the channel under his name, so legally I can't do anything about it. So now you're just here stirring shit.
And it's not Gator, that was.
He texted me.
His girl. Right. Gator never messaged me. His girl did.
Okay. Here's what I'll say. And I'm not going to even put this in the chat. Is if you want the name, I'll say this. Try and come take it. I have the VOD stored.
I know.
I'm not a dumb business person. So if you want to come and say things like that, and then, like, I don't know what your deal is, Gator. I don't know what's going on with you, like, personally. I wish
he
you
was
would,
literally on the podcast
stop.
a year ago. That's all I'm saying.
I know. Just stop. I wish the best for you. I hope that you and your family are doing well. But this is kind of becoming ridiculous. We've tagged you in every podcast we've done, hoping that maybe you would actually join and maybe help or give your perspective to it. But you've done nothing. So we've been sensitive to your day-to-day, trying to, put together something where it works for everybody with no resolve, no reach out, and just a person that seems kind of manipulative in what you're doing now. So please tread lightly. Because if you think we're making money off this shit, we ain't. If you think that this could be something without
my 9 subscribers on YouTube, I'm not making shit. Like,
if you think that you can make this into something else, then go ahead.
Yeah.
I'll ask Eric for the codes, and let's see what you do.
And then we'll buy Eric a bunch of alcohol, let him run wild one night on it, and see what happens. Just kidding.
I don't understand this approach. Is the first reach out after a year, and then you just literally text me.
Even after a year, this is 3 years later. We've been doing this podcast for 3 years.
All I'm saying is that he just literally texted me and asked me when we were doing fantasy football league, and then like this comes up. It's like, this isn't Jekyll Hyde bullshit. Like, I'm transparent with everything, so you can text me personally. But then the group that I'm doing this with, it's a problem. Like, I don't understand. I just don't. So I don't know what you plan on doing, your girlfriend are doing, which I was told previously that that's your wife, but it's not your wife. So a lot of things are falling through the cracks of, there's a lot of lies coming in. And I don't like liars. I don't like people that are thieves. And right now, you've kind of checked 2 boxes. So don't fucking lie to me, and don't be a fucking thief. So
see, this is okay. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like, where the hell did we ever push Gator out of this? We never had.
We didn't. He said he was moving to England and bought a castle.
I mean, he was in the stream last year. And then he never messaged us for what? How long? Like, I haven't heard from Gator in I don't know how long. So, like, what makes me expect him to come into the podcast stream if I haven't heard from him in over a year? He was in our podcast a year ago. We were talking about college football, 2025 coming out. We were talking about trying to do a dynasty mode for all four of us. We couldn't because he was on a different platform. The only three of us could do it, but he couldn't. And ever since then, I have not heard a word from him. So, like, I mean, what am I supposed to reach out every, 30 days? Is he not supposed to reach out at all? Like, what do you want? I just don't get it. Where this all came from. I've had this channel on Twitch and YouTube for 3 years. This is the third college football season. I've had this channel live.
Yeah, I'm just going through the messages.
I don't get it. Gator control? What? What are you talking about? Gator being controlling? I said Gator was controlling? When did I ever say Gator was controlling?
Don't know. I remember telling you guys a while back, how he felt about the podcast. He felt like he was pushed out. And you guys said, no, he's more than welcome, blah, blah, blah. And that's why his name was still on there. And I told him. But I don't know.
I mean, a lot of the time that he was available, we weren't available.
There was a long time last year when my health took a turn for the worse, and I had to leave the podcast.
Right.
And so I didn't even, I wasn't watching you guys either, so I don't know. So I'm just speaking for what I know. I'm being honest. I think the drama's silly. I mean, Gator just needs to come in, and us four just need to talk. Just the four guys.
Right. I mean,
and then just
legit.
And be mature about it.
Let us talk to Gator and not his girlfriend. I'm sorry, Nicole. But why can't Gator talk to us?
Like, I'm not trying to be rude when I say this to everybody involved. Let me just get this out. I honestly don't care about the name of the podcast.
Yeah, I mean, I'll change it. I don't give a fuck.
I don't mean I don't care about the podcast as in where I want you guys to fail.
Right.
I just enjoy getting on and talking football. Any sport.
Right.
That's it. And I have some guys to talk with. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like, I mean, we're not doing this to make...
Even if
we're not doing this to make money.
Let me finish.
My bad.
Even if I need to be in the call and just be impartial and just let you guys know, like, hey, chill, slow it down, I'll do that too. Because I'm just a guest. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I say all the time, I'm appreciative of you guys for letting me come in and talk. Because you guys know me, I'm very, like, not sheltered, but I keep things in. I keep things close.
Yeah.
Like, I watched you guys for, like, a while before I even commented in the stream, you know? So it's like, but that's it. I just want to say, I just think this is silly. And I don't think, like, anybody's acting silly. I'm not saying it that way. I just think the drama is silly. Really over...
Yeah, I think... I was going to say, I think there's a miscommunication in some aspect, one way or another. Like, I don't know.
Because this isn't a Facebook Mark Zuckerberg thing where he's trying to push his friend out and run off with billions or whatever.
Right.
I mean,
no.
You know, it's like...
I mean, honestly, if I started making money on this, it would be split 100%. I don't give a fuck. Like...
And I told y'all guys I don't care.
I'm not trying to make money off this. Like,
Eric
this is literally just boys coming together talking sports.
She's saying that Gator was told by you that you didn't want him back for him being controlling.
Where?
I don't know. You're making up a narrative that never even happened, and if it did, then show me the messages, because neither one of us are controlling. We're trying to...
The message I sent to Gator was like November of last year. I'm like, your team is playing hella gritty, bro. I love to see it. Let's go Florida. Literally, November of 2024, last year. That's what I said to Gator. Like, what? Why would I message him that if I'm trying to fucking shut him out of the podcast? Like, what are you talking about?
There's a reason we're streaming chat, by the way. Yes. Because I like to have proof.
July of last year, I'm like, we're in general chat. Yes, I have a cause and effect chat that he's not in there permission-wise because he hasn't joined since last year. He hasn't messaged me at all since that November message that I sent him.
Yes, Nicole, I'm streaming.
He didn't even respond to that message.
Can I say something? Yes, Nicole, yeah. I am streaming this on my stream is because I like to have receipts.
Yep.
So the reason I'm saying this is that I've talked to Gator, wished him the best, made contact with him throughout this whole hiatus that he's had, asked about his family, genuinely concerned, and nothing has been mentioned about this podcast. Because I kept it separate about him and his well-being and your well-being and his family. Because I was genuinely concerned. So the question is, in that whole scenario, where was this whole narrative about him saying, hey, I felt pushed out by Eric and the channel's mine, I started it. So in this whole contact back and forth between me and him, was this actually a genuine friendship, or was this just a drag-on manipulation of, I want to create a narrative that makes me look good? Because right now, I'm fucking pissed. Because I thought I had a genuine friend, a genuine relationship with somebody that I cared genuinely about him and his family and his well-being and, their narrative. And now, all of a sudden, that isn't the case. So, go ahead and type in there, or maybe text me and tell me, what are you? Are you a true friend? Somebody that I've conversated with back and forth, caring about your life situations, or are you somebody that just wants the channel? Because if you just want the channel, I'm sure these other people that are on the
fucking channel, I don't give a fuck.
These other people on this say, go ahead, have the channel, have fun.
Yeah.
Have my 9 subscribers. I mean, I don't care.
We'll send you the codes because I'd rather have a relationship with somebody that's genuine than trying to create some fucking kind of narrative that makes everybody else look like the bad person.
And I mean, I'm sorry that. Let me at least say this. I'm sorry that I wasn't extroverted and didn't reach out to a lot of people this last year. My dad's been going through 2 types of cancer. My mom's been going through a lot of different shit, and I'm sorry. I haven't reached out to a lot of people. I've been a little bit more introverted. Yes, I still get on here and stream, but that doesn't mean
because it's your
that
outlet.
I'm not going through a lot of shit as well. This is my release. This is my release that I don't have to deal with that shit for the hour, 2 hours, 3 hours that I'm doing this. So I'm sorry that I'm not extroverted and trying to reach out to other people over the last year. But I, again, reached out to Gator in November of last year and never heard a message back. So I'm sorry.
So I will conclude this whole chat and scenario that is on my channel that I will save. Your narrative that you have created is false.
I mean,
stop.
The videos. I'm just saying.
No. Your narrative that you have created is false. Second, you have pissed me the fuck off, which is not a good scenario.
Yep.
I have tried to be genuine. I have tried to reach out. We have had good contact back and forth. And then you dropped this on me, literally after texting me 10 minutes ago. So now you have pissed me off. You have created a scenario for yourselves that I don't want to be a part of. You are trying to create a context and a conflict that doesn't need to be. All you need to be is an adult and talk to people. So, I don't know what whole bullshit you guys got going on. Stop. If you want to contact me, Gator, talk to me as a man, then text me. But this is bullshit. Nicole, I don't know why you're enabling this kind of fucking situation. Maybe you were misled to the context of this. I don't know. So, right now I'm going to leave this direct message because I don't think anything I say or type in here will be constructive. If you believe that you guys own or should have or are entitled to the Cause and Effect name, go ahead and message me that as well. There is no fucking scenario unless you call and talk to me person to person that we move on from here. I will end this relationship between me and you, Gator, and Nicole, because this is some fucking entitled bullshit that I ain't a fucking a part of. And now I'm starting to think that maybe it was just a whole poor me fucking scenario that you just kept pouring on. So I am going to delete you on Discord. You still have my cell phone number. If you want to call me and talk to me man to man and lay out a scenario of where you're not a piece of shit, I'll listen. But this whole typing keyboard wars, I'm done with. So you need to look inward and decide, am I actually going to be a good person to somebody that fucking always texts them ask them how they're doing, make sure they're doing well. I was the one that fucking reached out. I swear to fucking God, if you were in front of me, me and you would be throwing fists. I don't. This fucking play right here, and you, I might have to go offline. I want to go hit the fucking punching bag. This is below the fucking belt.
Oh. Let's see. 11:25:23. I invited him to the podcast chat. Just so you know, I have record of that. In Gators chat on Discord with me.
No.
I think before that. I'm just saying.
Gator, stop fucking texting me.
I got a lot of other.
I'm done.
So.
I'm done. I'm fucking done.
I have a lot of other.
Yep, leave group. See you later.
That.
Friends. I don't. Look at this. I have 7 friends online. See ya. See ya. If you can't be man enough to fucking talk to me, then you can't talk to me. There's adult conversations that needed to happen there that didn't. I've ended that on my stream. Ooh, good field goal. Here's what I'll say. I think I took the bait and was baited for a long time.
Notre Dame needs to score a touchdown in the last minute.
That was a big kick from that guy, because I think last year he was playing at some community college or something, and he was
I think
for 11
FAU.
Where was it?
I think they said Florida Atlantic.
Is that what they said? Okay, and he was like,
I think they said FAU.
But he didn't have a good year, right?
Yeah. I could be wrong. But I think they said FAU.
That's an excellent kick by him.
Oh yeah, hell of a kick by the kid, bro.
Right, all that pressure.
That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it was FAU. You're right. He was there for 3 seasons.
Okay.
Excuse me. Yeah, he was 2 for 7 last year. 4 for 11 in his career. Tonight he's 2 for 2. Good for him.
Yep. Notre Dame needs a touchdown. For me. just on my 4-teamer. That's if they score a touchdown, they win by 4. They were favored by 3. I'm not expecting that to happen. Don't get me wrong. I'm not expecting that to happen. But